supposed to be a southeast wind. It's supposed to be consistent all day. I'm not real far in here. Last week, when I got down on Sunday, I scouted for about an hour. And I followed the scrape line towards the access because of all the videos I had of them bugs. They were moving this way and it was still dark. So I was thinking, find bedding where they were trying to go for when the transition from it being dark to daylight. And it gives me a little bit more time. It gives them a little bit more time to move. And me more time to have more daylight. Because even though that the sun doesn't really start getting light until 7:15. But I found a really big rub right here in somewhat of a scrape. And there's a little drainage system behind me that I walked up in. And there's nothing but mountain more up in there, so I think that'd be a good spot to bed down. The ridges seem very open. When I came out of the drainage and looked up on the ridge and looked out, there was no underbrush, it was just big timber, big woods. But it's been quiet. The wind is really non-existent. There's no gust of wind. But I don't know. My video from last week didn't have sound for some reason. I had multiple people reach out to me saying that there was no sound. So I ended up deleting it. Maybe I'll post it in a couple days if I get to work. I haven't checked. I haven't checked 4 cameras that's passed these first 2 in about 2 weeks. I may walk in there after lunch and see what they got on and see what the sign looks like. There's not a lot of hot sign right here. I didn't know if I should hunt that other scraper, which scrape it all, or where we're at. So that's my TED Talk for today. Yeah. Hopefully we see something other than squirrels today. Called an audible. Gonna move. Too good for morning to not be seeing anything. This scrape looks like it hasn't been hit. I'll show you what I've been set up on. I mean, there's fresh sign. There's deer poop. Thick bedding right here. Thick bedding right here. The drainage is it's on and set up. Pretty big rub. I've been hitting this right here too. I checked my scrape, which is about 100 yards down here. There was a trail I didn't see before. I ran parallel with this creek. It crossed the creek right here. And I'd imagine you can see where you got a little slough right here, kind of creek bottom. There's another creek right here. Big bank. Nice little pinch point right here. I'm just gonna walk slow in here. Haven't seen no deer, but that's the biggest rock I've seen in here. I had 3 bucks daylight, October 7th, which I think was Tuesday or Wednesday of this week. Not real big, but shootable. Shootable. I'm not kidding, guys. I'm not kidding. There's so much sun in here, it's so hard to base off where they're at or where they're going. There's so many bucks in here. There's so many bucks in here. They're still grouped up though. Sparring. I mean, every video I have, they're sparring. I thought they were pushing a doe in the video that I got, but it was just a spike. I didn't see it at the beginning of the video. I don't know if they're trying to run him off or what. The big bucks are in the back though. The big bucks are in the back. There's one solid. I don't know if he's an 8 or a 10, but he's heavier. These other bucks are probably only 2 or 3. The one I'm talking about that's up here in the front, he's probably 3, 4. So I'm gonna find a spot to hang out this evening. Those bucks are in here this morning at 5:30, which is about when I start my trek in here. And then on the 7th, when they daylighted, they were coming from the access point in at about 9:30. We're gonna figure them out some way, one way or another. So I just looked at this trail coming down off this point. Looked at these 2 looking branches. All tore up. I didn't make these either. I did not make these either. Pretty big, look all. Sparrow. back here. It's my back camera. And from what I thought earlier, off of a camera I had, there's two identical bucks. The one buck is the big 10-point, tall, wide, that I had earlier this year. And then there is another buck that looks just like him, but he's 11-point, which I thought it was him at this other camera. Then I compared film, and this other buck that's down a little bit lower in this creek bottom has a 6-point right out by his main beam, only about an inch long. This one's just a very symmetrical 5x5. There is a very huge bear in here also. I'd say that he's got a den up in this other drainage. The wind's really picked up, but I'm talking a huge bear. He actually got a hold of my camera, so I switched it out. I don't know if you can see it back there, but I got a camera right there. The wind went to shit. Walked around, pulled some cameras that were duds. But yeah, I need to get out of here because I didn't tell Kelly I was hunting all day. I was gonna hunt all day. I decided I wanted to hunt all day, but I didn't tell her, so I don't have service to tell her. So tomorrow, there's so much activity here I don't have. I quit getting film October 5th. Last weekend, so I don't have anything from this week. I'm in there hanging my set for tomorrow here, or these other bucks are daylighting. Yeah, I've never been in an area where two different spots are so good. So I think I'm gonna pick the other spot just because those bucks are daylighting. Good activity here, but it's all through the night. There's a point right here that comes down, and there's a trail that comes over this drainage or whatever system. It's a little bit higher elevated. The trail's just right down here. I'm gonna study this. It's like 480 videos. Trying to figure out what this buck's doing on there. But they destroyed my looking branch, so I'm gonna have to doctor something else up in here. And that bear seemed like he liked it too. I mean, I think where I messed up was that Buck Fever Synthetic. It's a sweet vanilla smell. And then I touched my cameras and he came straight to it. And I wore gloves, but I got bottles where you can spray mist and spray a stream. And one of them, for the licking branch, real sweet smell and stuff, it blew up on my hand 2 weeks ago when I was spraying it. So everything I touched probably smelled like it. But I'm gonna get out of here. I'm gonna hang my set down here, I guess, at the bottom. And get out of here. It's almost 1 o'clock now. This wind's really picking up, and this wind's just freaking swirling around. But appreciate you guys. We'll see you tomorrow. Hopefully we get something on the ground. it slowly walk off. But got set up really early this morning. Had everything done at 6:05. Stood here for about an hour waiting for it to get daylight. I done two toe bleeds and a grunt, tending to a grunt sequence at about 7. Right when I could see through my beep sight. Done practice draw. But it's cold this morning. My truck's at 37. Yesterday was only about 39, 40. West wind this morning. Where's that bug? I don't know which way he was moving. But he's downwind of me now. So I don't know. I don't know if he'll cruise this creek bottom again this morning or not. I didn't check my camera. I'll check it afterwards. I brought that other camera in here, deleted all the photos off it. I'm in the back. I want to hang it over here on this trail from the scrape because this camera I got, it's only pointing at the scrape. I'd imagine there's some good activity behind the camera. That spot in the back is going to be a good spot. But I may wait till rifle season to go in there. There's 2 bugs I thought was the same bug, but one bug is a 11 point, or it's a 12 point. It looks like a 10, a 5x5 on his left beam. He has a little 1-inch sticker right by his main beam, and then a split brow tine on his right hand side. That'd be a 12. Then the other bug looks identical to him. He's also 5x5. And he just has split brow tine. Maybe they have some correlation together. Brothers or something like that. And 2 different really big bears in there. And like 2 or 3 100 to 250 pound bears. Some other 2. One's really fat. Another one's just really big. But a good chance of killing one of them too. Back in the bag. A really big gobbler too. Really big gobbler was in there. That was just a couple days ago. I had about 10 hens. His beard looked really long. It was already he was touching the ground. So, yeah, that's it for my intro. There should be some deer movement today. I mean, it's cold. I done a really good job getting in here and being quiet. So, other than bumping that deer, that was all that happened. But hopefully today's the day. It's 9:15. Between 9 and 10 this week, bugs came through here. I think it was too small. Racked 8 points. That's like this one scrape looks like it got hit last night. Might have been that buck that I pumped this morning. And looks dark. Might have pissed in it. But I'm not exactly sure. It's so hard right now to be able to hear. I have this creek behind me, the leaves, when the wind blows, and these squirrels. I don't know how many times this morning I thought, alright, here he comes. Here comes a deer. I'll get ready. It'll be nothing. Or it'll be a squirrel. But it's pretty cold. I got strawberry watermelon today. I've been thinking about getting Neuro gum. Gives you 100 milligrams of caffeine per piece of gum. For all day sits. It has a couple different. It has like B12, L-theanine. It's supposed to be good focus. Laser focus. It's gonna happen. It may not be today, but one of these books are gonna slip up. It's cold. I didn't sweat too much getting in here, but man, I'm shivering. I do have to get my boots wet to get in here. I think that's why there's not very many people in here, is that's so hard to get to. Not terrain wise, but river wise. I think that holds a lot of people back. Which I'm curious to see how this bottom will act once it does start to rain and snow, and snow melts, and then rains again, then snows again. I'm hoping that it creates some pinch points, because there's so many drainages in here that lead to the bottom. There's so many little ditches that looks like the irrigation of water is tore up and washed it out, but there ain't no water. So we'll see. Might eat a little snack here and try to warm back up. wind changed from a west wind to like an east, northeast wind. And it started. It was initially going this way, and then it went back almost 180. And I found a trail yesterday once I got down and scouted. That follows this creek line parallel with it. And then the trail seemed like it just stopped. So I started looking for a creek crossing, and I passed it, and I came back, and I found this big rub across the creek. And I took a video there, but the tree was probably, a good 12 to 14 inches wide. I mean, it was a big tree. It was one of the biggest shrubs I found in here. But at about 11, it seemed to have been a snort with a punch to the ground, stomping the ground all at the same time, like a and I was not moving. I was just sitting like this, had my head up against my tether. And I'm like, what the fuck? And then I realized that my wind changed. And I don't know if a buck or a doe was coming down that trail. Or what? And then it snorted again about a minute or two later, and I'm like, man, is that a snort? I couldn't really tell. I mean, I don't know what else it would have been. But it seems like heavy and deep. I don't know. I don't know. And then I don't know if that fawn or yearling ran off, or a coyote ran through the brush over there, but I just caught a glimpse of like a small animal running through the brush. It looked like a dog. I thought it was a dog. And I was wondering, and I thought that maybe someone was walking the trail and they had a dog, but I feel like I would have been able to see someone walking or hear them walking on the trail. I'm not close to it, but I feel like you would have been able to hear them that far away. But good day. I thought it was a good day. It was cold. Definitely was cold. I think the wind chill also brought the temperature down a little bit. But I'm gonna get down. I didn't want to get up this morning. Tomorrow's supposed to call for some rain. I may come in here tomorrow and hunt, depending on what the forecast calls for and how hard of a rain it's going to be. From what it says, it's supposed to be from 6 a.m. to about noon. And then I also thought about, I pulled my Maryland cameras down. I thought about recharging the batteries on them and go up on one of these hiking trails on top. And it's going to be a nice little hike, but see if they have cell service up there. And try to find some sign up there and maybe put it in a saddle or the top of a drainage. Hell, even the ridge would probably get some activity. And wish for the best that I get pictures to come in or see if I have service up there or not. Just because I don't want, I'm already paying for the camera. I don't have them out, and I haven't been to the farm to put them out there either. So, yeah. But yeah, if I don't do anything tomorrow, this will be the last video unless I see some sign on the way out, which I probably will. 'Cause I'm gonna walk a different way out. But 0 for 4. 4 sits, no bucks. I feel like we're getting close to prime time's really starting to come in. So, like, share, and subscribe as always. Appreciate you. Hope you guys are doing better than I am. And yeah, good luck to you the rest of the year. Appreciate you watching if you made it this far. And yeah, happy hunting. Thanks, guys.